Hi, in this video I wanted to talk to you about on how you should focus on yourself and how you should improve yourself instead on chasing money. The biggest asset, the biggest improvement, the biggest success you can have is yourself. You need to take care of your body. You need to take care of everything that you do. You are the gold mine. You don't create a business and have, created magically money from it. It doesn't work that way. You are the biggest asset you can have. You are a unique person, a unique body that has a lots of potential only if you're willing to improve yourself. You need to look at it this way. How do you know what to do? Because you go and you learn, that means that you're going to improve yourself. How can you run 5 miles, 5 kilometers under 20 minutes? Because you go and train, and by being persistent, you improve yourself and you are going to get fit and strong. So I wanted to talk about on how you should follow, how you should focus on yourself instead of anything else. So let me put it this way. I see many people going to a well-paid job, or the lower jobs, I'd say, that they pay better than the average job pays, but in that job you do nothing. Take for an example a lifeguard. A lifeguard sits all day, 8 hours on that swimming pool, and look at people. If someone isn't drawing, they sit all day for 8 hours and they're just their head isn't working, and that's just totally waste of their time. And they, once they are going to get out from the 8 hours, they might earn slightly more money, which money doesn't equal you know happiness to a degree, at least the amount of money you might think you're going to earn. But what if that person was going to choose a job like McDonald's, and what if that person was going to work for less, but what that person will get is interactivity with people. That person is going to have now a huge potential to improve themselves. For example, if you're on the cashier side, what can you do? You have to be creative with that. If you need to be willing to improve, just because you have this crappy job doesn't mean that you can do nothing. You can do everything whenever you want if you're just willing to do, if you're willing to accept what's just happening. So what do you do? If you're going at 8 o'clock, at 8 in the morning, what do you do then? You look what kind of people go. What kind of people go from 8 till 11 o'clock? Because I don't know how McDonald's work, but I think from the morning till 11 o'clock you have breakfast. So you can look what kind of people from this time to this time comes at that time to McDonald's. What kind of people goes from midday till 3 o'clock, and what kind of people go from 4 o'clock till 7, and what kind of people go at late night, and you can learn what kind of people maybe eat that food. If there's kids, if there's some late workers that work something, and what can you do then? You can learn from it, and you probably could start your own business in terms of maybe timing, in terms of what they may eat, may like eating at that certain time, as well as if you're working in the kitchen on the back side. So now we're working, dealing with everything. And now what do? You are going to have to learn on how to make these burgers. There are like, I don't know, 100 burgers, 100 things that you need to know. So you may think that's a waste of time to learn. You may think that's a waste of time to know this stuff, but it's not really a waste of time if you don't have another choice. Because is it better to have your mind active and do something, or is it better to sit as a lifeguard and look about it and look at stuff? I'm not saying lifeguard is a bad job, but it's not a very mental job. You just sit in most cases, or at least in many cases. You may, so now that you're at this job, what's happening is that you are learning different, hamburgers, and your neurons are working, as well as you're having communication with other people non-stop. They tell you, and you learn a very good skill to have. As well as if you're waiting for a Coca-Cola for 15 minutes, what can you do? You can take up a book and read. You might think that's crazy, but if you want to, be different than the crowd, you need to be crazy. You need to do something different. In fact, you need to change everything that seems normal. Why? Because everyone are doing the things that are normal and everyone are in the same place. Many people are not happy by where they work, how things work, they may complain. So if you're going to follow their advice, you are going to get the same result. You already know the result that's going to happen if you follow the advice. So what do? You come up with a crazy idea, you get a big book with yourself, get it under your armpit, and you walk around city. And when you have time, when you're waiting for a quacker, you just read. Okay, that may not be the most practical thing, and who will do that? But you have to be creative. Again, you need to be creative with whatever you are going to do. Take, for example, a mobile phone. You have a mobile phone, you have earphones, you can plug that mobile phone, you can put an audio book, which is going to probably last around 5-7 hours. And each time, even if you're walking, you can put the audio book and now you can listen. You're going to gain information. As you walk, you can listen about it. Of course, that's not going to be always appropriate as if you're going for a bike ride, because a bike ride is a dangerous no, it's a dangerous thing to do if you don't hear the cars. So, in this situation, depending where you are going, if you're going on a road, for example, that may not be the best option. But for the most cases, if you're sitting in a bus, why are you looking, outside? Okay, it might be nice from time to time, but really that's just wasting your time. You could have a book or an audio book. You can close your eyes, relax your eyes, and what you can do then, you can improve yourself. You can read. Same as if you're having a job, for example, you work in a delivery of food and you're waiting for that food to come. So you have 10 minutes before that food comes. So what do? You learn, and then you go back and another food is going to come in 30 minutes, 30 minutes. So now you got 30 minutes to read. So you can read and improve yourself, and now you are going to get more knowledge, which you are going to get better at it. I hope you like the video. If you have any questions, comment below. In the future, I'm going to have my own blog, so you will be able to ask me questions and send a direct email from that. If you like that video, hit that like button. If you didn't like the video, hit that dislike button. Comment below and subscribe. Subscribe below and have a nice day. Bye.